One day after the event that wiped off civilization, there are 63,000 embryos in a repopulation facility with no human residents as of yet. Preparing to raise the first human after the event is the mother robot, whose primary goal is to increase the number of people on Earth. She extracts the first embryo from the canisters holding the embryos and puts it in a gestation chamber. Within the artificial womb, the embryo will gestate into a baby in just 24 hours. Mother waits calmly outside the premises while bombs are audible. Mother can start bringing up her unborn child to become a human once the fetus has grown into a baby. The child's entire developmental stage is depicted in the following scene of the movie. Under the protective eye of its mother, the baby is seen taking its first steps, laughing, sobbing, running around, and playing. In little time at all, the baby transforms into a little girl, and she is shown dancing ballet, stickering the robot, and creating origami animals with her mother. When the child asks mother one day why there aren't any more kids there, mother shows her the remaining siblings in the embryo room. There is presently only one resident at the repopulation facility 13,867 days after the incident. Daughter is a teenager already. After waking up, she has breakfast and watches a few videos on her tablet. Daughter is determined to examine her mother's hand since she enters, and her hand begins to tremble. Daughter effortlessly corrects mother's jerky hand. Subsequently, daughter overindulges in her ballet practice and arrives late for mother's ethics class. Although the robot asks her to resolve a challenging hypothetical scenario, the girl is preoccupied with her own thoughts. She ultimately speaks with mother about the matter, and it becomes clear that the idea of humanity and survival is mother's primary area of study. Mother is concerned about daughter's response to this particular issue because she has an important exam shortly that will determine how well her upbringing was implemented. Daughter watches several videos that night because she can't sleep well, and then the facility loses electricity. She searches for her mother, but quickly finds herself powerless. After then, daughter hears a mouse running about and discovers a damaged electricity wire. She uses the power to solve the issue after setting a trap. Daughter catches the mouse and waits for the power to return entirely. Mother turns on the electricity as soon as it does. When she locates daughter, the young woman presents her the mouse. Mother is concerned about the small animal since it could indicate that there is a breach in the facility's airlock. This would imply that the mouse may also be a carrier of the infection from the outside air that seeps inside. Mother burns the mouse in spite of daughter's objections, warning her and the embryos alike about the potential dangers of the facility's pollution. Mother quarantines the area and cleans the airlock as well. A few days later, mother gives daughter a gift as they celebrate her birthday. Daughter asks mother if she could be mistaken about the planet's habitability at their birthday supper. All the robot does is tell her that thus far, nothing has gone wrong. Daughter detects something coming from the airlock's direction that same night. Daughter puts on a protective suit after she checks and doesn't see anything through the first hatch. When she hears something outside once more, she defies her better judgment and opens the first hatch after removing the mask. Daughter hears a woman screaming for help and claims she's been shot as she approaches the other hatch. Daughter swiftly grabs a different suit, puts it in the airlock, and opens it once she's outside safely. Abruptly, mother is also awakened by an alarm. After daughter instructs her to put on the suit as soon as she enters the airlock, the woman begs daughter not to inform mother. Daughter concurs, saying that she only briefly opened the hatch when the robot comes. Mother chastises her and chooses to give her the crucial exam right then as a kind of punishment. In the following scene, they are both in the classroom as mother gives daughter the exam and gives her an hour to finish it, while she takes care of other matters. Daughter returns to the airlock as soon as mother leaves and discovers the woman is unconscious. She awakens her up by searching through her suitcase, tucking away a revolver. Daughter promises to provide her all the medication she requires, but they are unable to remain there. Upon noticing the water, the woman proceeds to remove her mask and informs daughter that she has been misled over the spread of the illness. Before mother goes back to the airlock and leaves the woman there to obtain the medication, daughter is able to hide her somewhere else in the facility. Mother discovers the mask by the airlock as she gathers everything she needs from the infirmary. When the daughter hears her mother walking by, she smashes one of the medicine bottles and cuts herself on it. When the woman removes the remaining portions of the outfit, she witnesses mother freaking out and running for her gun while burning the mask in the incinerator. The woman surprises daughter by approaching her from behind and requesting her gun, while informing her about the droid she observed. Daughter claims it's her mother, but the woman informs her that she was harmed by droids just like her own. In the meantime, mother searches for her daughter after realizing that she is not attending her exam. Upon hearing her approach, the lady seizes the gun and, upon hearing her daughter cry out for the robot, seizes her as well. Mother runs to join them, but the moment she steps inside the room, the woman shoots her. But mother catches her before she can do much harm, rendering her instantly incapacitated. Daughter pleads with mom not to kill the woman and tells her that she is hurt and needs their assistance. While mother has no issue aiding the woman, she finds it offensive when daughter lies to her. When they get to the hospital, mother forces daughter to wait outside. Mother is able to question the woman without restriction while she receives treatment, because daughter is unable to hear anything from the infirmary. Mother continues talking while the woman declines the penicillin for her wound. She claims that in order to protect daughter from certain things, the contagion narrative had to be made up. Mother explains to the woman that although caring for humanity is her main goal, she is powerless to force her to accept treatment for her wounds. Daughter follows her out of the infirmary and inquires about their chat and lets her ask all the questions she wants regarding the parallels between herself and the other droids. Even if daughter's queries seem like jabs, mother nevertheless sidesteps them all and gains some insight from daughter in exchange. Finally, daughter informs mother that mother is becoming worse. When they visit her, mother informs the woman that she should have had surgery because she neglected to take the penicillin promptly, which could have worsened her infection. The woman's daughter offers to do the surgery as her mother won't touch her. After that, daughter is seen assessing the wound and informing mother of the location of the bullet's lodgement in the woman's body, waiting for the mother to awaken from her pain-induced unconsciousness. When she does, daughter soothes her a little by explaining that her IV is a saline solution. As mother watches them from a distance, they carry on talking and become closer. Daughter remains beside the mother in the infirmary the following day. Daughter uses the woman's browsing through the photos as an opportunity to inform her that the survivors can be housed in the facility, provided she lets them know where they are. Since droids don't use the same kind of pistol, it's possible that a human shot the woman, potentially for a legitimate reason. Although that revelation worries the daughter, she chooses not to reveal the woman's secret. Daughter's significant exam consists of psychological and ethical questions that assess her empathy and judgment in equal measure. Mother searches through the woman's belongings in the interim and activates a locator, which she will put back in the bag. The physical and medical exams are the final two components. When everything is finished, mother assures daughter that her outcomes are better than before. In exchange, she allows her to select one embryo from the collection, fulfilling her lifelong desire to have a sibling. Her mother praises her for her excellent character and years of patience. After selecting a male embryo, the daughter places it in the gestation chamber and sets a 24-hour timer until the kid is fully developed. A pleasant moment is shared by mother and daughter. When daughter confronts the lady in the infirmary, the woman crafts a weapon. She is immediately persuaded to verify her own suspicions regarding mother's account of the gunshot by the woman. Later that evening, daughter opens the cabinets containing the bullets by using her mother's fractured hand. Daughter discovers that mother lied to her and that the bullets are quite different in size when she compares them side by side. She discovers a drawer in the storage area that is labelless. She discovers papers within that are designated for embryo number 2. When the daughter looks through the embryo containers, she discovers that she is actually the third child to come from that lot, not the first. Although the topic of the paperwork was a failure, daughter appears to be the child in the picture when she was younger. The daughter discovers a human jawbone in the ash while searching the incinerator for human remains. The subject of the document is aborted. Daughter's world collapses in the face of this truth, and she returns to the woman to confess that she was correct about everything. In contrast to mother, who feels nothing for daughter because she is unable to, the woman assures daughter that everything she experiences is normal and human. Given that daughter has decided to accompany her there, she asks how long it will take them to go to the mines. The girl wants to hold off on taking her brother till her brother is completely gestated. She is terrified of the others as much as of leaving him with mother. The woman suggests that they go and seek assistance from the mine workers, but the daughter is determined to bring her brother along. They'll wait for him and return later to pick up the rest. When mother finds daughter packing the supplies for their travel the following day, she does so. Mother brings her to the kitchen to demonstrate how to mix her brother's formula after she pretends to her that she is taking the ingredients to spend time with her brother. Standing close to her mother, daughter becomes uneasy. Mother reassures her, telling her she will make a wonderful sister. She knows what daughter is up to, so she leaves the kitchen and locks her inside. While daughter tries to escape the kitchen, mother walks to the infirmary to confront the woman. The girl swiftly deduces that she can freeze the glass with a certain kind of gas before shattering it. To let daughter know that she is aware of their plan, mother plays a taped version of the woman's discussion with her. Mother won't let daughter go because she doesn't want her to live a life of misery like the mother. The droid is momentarily momentarily rendered unconscious by the woman's strike when she spots an opening to attack and proceeds to seize her by the throat. When daughter decides to sound the fire alarm in the meanwhile, mother notices and lets go of the woman. The woman escapes and finds daughter in the facility's maze while the droid searches for signs of a possible fire. She persuades the girl that if they leave the facility right away and get the miners to assist them, they will return for the others. They reach the airlock, but mother quickly discovers them there. Upon noticing her approach, the woman takes daughter hostage in an attempt to force mother to unlock the door. Mother agrees to her request without intending to harm daughter, and the two of them eventually leave the facility. When daughter is abruptly forced to face the outer world, she strikes the mother. After taming her, she informs daughter that they must seek shelter. The droids track them down as soon as they set off for their destination, but they hide in the cornfield to prevent them from following. When the woman's daughter inquires about the cornfield, she replies that it appeared with the other robot 6 months earlier. Before then, breathing in air was difficult for humans. Following a protracted voyage across the barren terrain, they finally come at a beachfront containing an enormous shipwreck and numerous cargo containers. Daughter has never seen the ocean before. It doesn't take her long to figure out that the woman and her dog truly reside in one of the containers. The woman acknowledges that she left the mines years ago because, when famine struck, the residents started mistreating one another. She informs daughter that since they have all lost their minds, there is no chance of finding them. The woman's outside life seems doomed to the daughter, who feels guilty about leaving her brother behind. The woman tries to persuade daughter to stay, but in the end, daughter leaves her behind and returns to the institution by herself. The droids manning the facility aim their weapons right at her heart as soon as she approaches it. But when daughter insists on speaking with mother, they allow her to get through without any issues. As soon as the door opens to let her in, she disables it to prevent the droids from entering. When the daughter hears her brother crying and her mother telling her that she's happy that she's safe at home, she grabs an axe and heads out to find her mother. The girl decides she wants to meet him up close. After sneaking a glance at mother and the child, her mother motions for her to approach, but she must put down the axe. Daughter keeps letting her defenses down as mother describes her motivations and the facility's goals. The droid informs her that her goal was to create a human being that was better than the ones who destroyed both the planet and themselves. Mother did all in order to elevate her human creators to a higher plane, even if she was the one who ultimately created the extinction event. As if she has decided what needs to be done moving forward, the daughter requests to hold her brother and walks up to mother before dropping the axe. When the mother describes him as perfect, the daughter questions her about how she raised the previous generation of kids. When daughter runs out of the room, trapping mother with the door, the droid approaches her and warns her that she is holding the infant too tightly. While the other droids start dismantling the airlock, she enters the adjacent room and retrieves the rifle. When daughter appears in front of mother with the gun, telling her to call the others off, mother tries to break free from the door as well. The droid clarifies that she is the same as all the other machines and droids on the planet. All of them are mother, one consciousness and multiple bodies. When the daughter realizes that mother actually killed everyone else, she lowers her pistol. She is given the choice by her mother to either leave the facility without her brother or stay and raise him. Her daughter offers her the third option, which is to take care of him on her own and follow her upbringing. When daughter begs mother for an opportunity to demonstrate her abilities, the droids cease damaging the airlock. Mother says she won't need her anymore and shows daughter how to disable her by shooting her CPU. Daughter weeps and breaks down, carrying the weight of humanity upon her shoulders. At the same time, the woman discovers the tracker in her luggage, and mother appears at her house as one of her droids, insinuating that she was one of the infants born before daughter. She assures the mom that she has accomplished her purpose. The final scene of the movie shows daughter singing to her brother, and then visiting the embryo chamber to see how her brothers are doing.